guys. But on a more serious note, hey there everyone, a daily PvP zone. I am Flavored, and right now we're going to be watching a sort of ranked match taking place on the Tomb of Freedon Nadd, you know, the center of the European PvP community. Now everyone's transferred there, and every night, every evening and night, almost every day, we're witnessing a lot of great ranked PvP matches. This match is going to be between two interesting teams, if not great teams. One of them will be White Noise. Probably if you watched my previous casts, you remember how I kept complaining that nobody on this team streams. And finally, it looks like the gods of PvP heard me and send a great thought to one of the players of that team, Nadd, to start an idea to start streaming. So we'll see, we'll finally be able to see a lot more games from White Noise, and that's something I'm happy about. The other team is the team I haven't really casted a single game of yet. Finally, I'm going to fix this problem. It is Outer Space Myrmidonen, one of the transferees from German server Jar Kai Sword. But I have to mention that I've played a few regular Warzones personally, you know, personally. Flavored is on top of things. And I played a few normal Warzones in a pre-made with their players such as Reality and Soy, and I must say they're exquisite personalities and obviously great players, so I'm looking forward to this game. So let's go ahead and check out the setups for these teams, and immediately we can see that both teams can be quite equal here. White Noise got Rage Juggernaut as well as a Rage Marauder, as well as a Carnage Marauder, Nadd, from whose point of view we'll be watching this game. For ranged DPS, they've got Quicksand, who is an Arsenal Merc, also a great healing setup of 2 operatives, and pretty much standard in terms of tanking. Also, you might know Axelov, one of the more brighter personalities and controversial players here in European community. Outer Space Myrmidonen, though, got standard sorcerer, or rather sage, and scoundrel healing setup, as well as they've got balanced DPS teams. Team, of course, of Commando. They've got a gunslinger, which is quite good, of course, for a hotball. They've got one thing I though not really sure I agree with not having combat sentinel. They've got 2 focus players there. But then again, you know, a German playstyle involves a brute force approach, and quite in most cases where they just prefer to overpower their opponents. And there we go, the game has actually already started. The Outer Space Myrmidonen grabbed the ball, but we're a little bit faster than White Noise here. But will they be able to take it all the way to the line? There was a pull from Axelov on the ball carrier of Outer Space, or Myrmidonen. How should I call these guys, actually? I'm going to call them Myrmidonen. But did not exactly work out as the Sage for them, where it was able to pull the ball carrier back, and that was a great move. And look at that, Outer Space Myrmidonen score their first point, and also not been able, despite all the CC they used, they were not able to obtain the second ball. And right now Zaire is in possession of it, but must be looking for Romer, who is the primary tank. And that would be a great time for Outer Space Myrmidonen to be controlling the primary tank. Will actually, I'm not sure, did he pass, or did he just decide to carry it? Yes, he did pass, actually. That is great, and right now we're witnessing a pretty intense fight here in the middle. And you know, White Noise is known for their structured approach. They've got an idea of how they want their combat to be, and they are sticking to it all the time. For example, right now they definitely want to be focusing this gunslinger, and that's what they are trying to do, at least Nadd and Zaire here. But gunslinger will not be easily going down, of course. It got a lot of tools, not getting a lot of support, and gunslinger is quite important to Outer Space Myrmidonen here, because if they want to control the ball, they definitely want him to be alive for that, hunker down for that pulse detonator. Look at that, White Noise is actually quite are being quite out DPS'd here. At the same time, though, Myrmidonen, come on, how do I call them? OSM? Yes, I'm gonna call them OSM. OSM just stacking up a little bit. Quite good and quite favorable for white noise smashes. At the same time, though, look at how positioned they are on the top ramps here. At least this commando is definitely a nuisance to white noise, dealing quite a lot of damage and pretty much free casting. Also, look at the healers of OSM. They are pretty much free casting as well. And it looks like Romar is not scoring yet, waiting for the all clear signal from white noise. But will it be coming? Doesn't look like it, because look at that, OSM is doing a great job. Yes, Romar cannot wait any longer, had to score, but look at that, 4 players for white noise are just running out of the spawn. And of course OSM managed to get that ball here, gonna be bringing it to the line of white noise, and white noise decides just not to do anything, although Axelov might be trying to do a pull or something. Doesn't look like it's going to be working out just yet. Probably this Sage here is gonna be the target of focus in the next few minutes. Yes, he might be going down. Little bit impairs healing for OSM here in the middle. That the commando is doing a great job, actually a great commando play here from Grimrock, but goes down, unfortunately. Of course, having only one healer, especially considering that healer is being the target of 2 people here from white noise side, and yes, it's pretty hard to keep anyone alive like that. Good coordinated attacks from white noise here. Still, OSM's ball carrier is not scoring yet. Of course, as usual, he's waiting for the signal. We'll see when will this signal come here, but so far don't think it's going to be coming anytime soon. Just look at that. OSM is in a little bit of a disarray, trying to maybe regroup here, but meeting up with a lot of damage from white noise. And just look at that, that Sage is back, is trying to reposition, but of course without cross healing he's in for a lot of trouble. But the second healer is back as well, trying to keep the Sage alive, but a lot of smashes coming in. Oh my god, great force barrier here, just insanely well timed. But at the same time, of course, while that Sage is resting in his force barrier, someone else from OSM just goes down. At the same time, though, just look at that, OSM is still strong here in the middle, and well, I think it's about time. They actually scored. I don't know, I think the timer is close. Just look at the mini-map. Still not moving, although there is someone else supporting the ball carrier, so in case of trouble he might be sending that pass. But remember, you can only pass, the same team can only hold the ball for 4 minutes. You cannot hold it longer than 4 minutes, and because once 4 minutes pass, even if you pass the ball, it will still explode and go to the other team or be reset. That's the defensive mechanic from preventing the same team from holding the ball for too long. It's 4 minutes, so basically you can pass it once, and once second 2 minutes long debuff passes, the ball will have to be reset or go to another team then. And well, after this score, though, white noise manages to get the ball, and so far it's trading. Too bad that OSM is unable to pick up 2 balls in a row, but of course they're being met with a huge resistance from white noise. Just look at that, perfect positioning on outer space Myrmidonen, and it looks like white noise is having a little bit of trouble of controlling this. They would probably want someone to knock down, to knock off this platform with these guys. Just look at that, they're sitting in a great line. Okay, good intimidate from Nadd here, disabling this line for at least a little bit. Smash comes in, but I don't know, there might be Zaire and Nadd might be in a little bit of trouble here, and of course Nadd goes down. Let's look at the ops frame while Nadd's getting back to the middle. So far it doesn't look like Romar can find support at the line, still struggling to go further, but at the same time outer space Myrmidonen decide not to put a lot of effort in taking down that ball carrier, even though we could see that previously Axelov went down. So he's going to go down again, and basically without a shadow in this current team comp from White Noise, Outer Space Myrmidonen could have had a pretty good chance of taking down the ball carrier. But I suppose they don't really want to do that. They decide to stay in the mid. Well, just remember that White Noise does not have a pool. Don't really have a lot of options to provide, which could provide help to the ball carrier, to their primary juggernaut tank. They basically have two operatives which could go. They've got two marauders, but they live in middle right now, especially seeing how much DPS Outer Space Myrmidonen has, would spell a lot of trouble, and they really need that middle control here. At the same time, it looks like White Noise was able to grab the ball after OSM scored. And really now, looking at the timer, 4 minutes 30 seconds left in this match, and this has been a pretty slow game, to be honest. A lot of fighting in the mid. Maybe OSM could kind of change their game up a little bit, because they would really get themselves a lot of advantage here if they decided if they took down the ball carrier and prevented him from scoring at least once. They would definitely turn this game around, because as it is right now, White Noise can actually get ahead, especially if you take into consideration how much time previously it took them to get how much time it takes for each score. That's what I really wanted to say. I just didn't know how to put it properly. And then let's look at that. Yes, it's kind of clear that Outer Space Myrmidonen here are out DPS and White Noise considerably, but at the same time, for whatever reason, their sniper is not doing such a great job at picking up that ball once it responds, and I wonder why, because that is a primary advantage that OSM has over White Noise here. Basically, I don't see what White Noise could put up against that sniper if he played it out properly. Because of course, just roll, hunker down, pulse detonator, and the only option here would be for Exilov to go in with his resilience. But at the same time, remember, even if he's wearing full tank gear, I cannot say unfortunately, simply because, well, you know, no hit points on the ops frame, hard to tell, but probably he's full tank gear. Even if he's wearing full tank gear, he's only a shadow light armor. If he gets focused down, well, there is still a chance some CC might go through a resilience, while hunker down is rock solid. Pulse detonator, and there we go. White Noise scores their third point, but remember, 2 minutes 30 seconds left in this game, and that's exactly how much it took. Oh god, Outer Space Myrmidonen actually grabbed the ball, but oh my god, it's a pull into the fire trap, and Soy is burning. It might, yes, just look at all that damage. Oh my god, yes, that was a clutch pull from Exilov right there, and they've decided they're not going towards the line. They're not going to score. At least I think so. From the turn around the Exilov took, they've decided they will just keep the ball. But at the same time, reality. I was thinking about the counter healer there. At the same time, Outer Space Myrmidonen has a lot of DPS. They might be taking Exilov down. I don't know. It's still 1 minute and 40 seconds remain in this game, and Outer Space Myrmidonen, though, are kind of randomly fighting here, not focusing down the... Okay, Romar has the ball now, and this might be trouble for OSM. They really should have put a little bit more effort previously in taking down that ball carrier. They decided to fight for mid. They thought they had enough time, but it was actually not the case. I suppose Romar stalled for as long as he could, although of course I do not know, but it seemed like he stalled for as long as he could, so there would be as little time left as possible after he scored, and that might have probably won the game for White Noise here, although it's hard to say. Look at that, Nadd working on a Grim Rog, and he might be going down. Yes, 50 seconds still remain, but I don't know, it doesn't look like Outer Space Myrmidonen. They're kind of desperate right now. Look at that, they're letting their DPS die, and that is not something you really want to happen when you're trying to take down a tank holding the ball. Really now. Of course, without their DPS, look at that. Basically, all of their DPS are gone now. Only healers left, and healers can't really do a lot unless you count tickling the tank for a lot here. But I don't think that will help. No matter how you tickle Romer, he is not ticklish at all. He will not laugh. He will not laugh in this case. Well, maybe at the enemy team, because he is still holding the ball. He's going to be winning this game. White Noise is going to be winning this game. And, well, I can clearly tell you that this match was pretty awesome. Even though OSM had clear superiority in damage. Let's just take a quick look at what they have. Yes, basically, with exception for Zaire, first 5 spots, and 4 of them go to OSM. Unfortunately for them, though, handball is not won by damage alone, and this white noise clearly proves that. Still, pretty damn good game from both sides here. I definitely enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did too. So, you know, it's really cool. It's really cool. This is something we could not dream of previously, but now with the server transfers, we can see all these different play styles, all these different personalities pitting it against one another in amazing matches. I could really say, like 5 months ago, it was fun. It was fun to see all these ranked matches, but now that a lot of different cultures, a lot of different playstyles have come together to find out who's the best, it is simply amazing. All these games, they're so exciting. I'm just hoping you guys are enjoying them as much as I do. And now I really want to ask you a question. What do you think? What do you think was the problem? Why did Outer Space Myrmidonen lose this game? When do you think it was possible for them to turn things around? I personally really feel that if at some point they really tried to put an effort, especially when the timer showed 4 minutes, if they put an effort in stopping the ball carrier of White Noise, they could have seriously turned this game around, and it would have ended in their favor. But as it stands, they decided to fight for the middle, and then it was simply not enough time for them. And Soy also, in the end, Soy rushed forward without really receiving a lot of support. His Sage was out of position, or maybe he had no pull, wasn't able to save him, and that gave the ball to Axilov, who decided to hold it, and that turned out to be successful. Another pretty clutch move here. Otherwise, OSM still might have had a chance at winning this game, although still, it would have only tied the score, and it would have come down to the ball control, to whoever would have gotten the ball in this case, pretty much. So it was still kind of uncertain, but, well, the game was cool. The game was definitely cool. And, yes, I think it's time to wrap this video up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember, follow me at youtube.com/dailypvp, as well as my twitch.tv channel, at twitch.tv/dailypvp, of course. Lots of interesting broadcasts planned for the future, as well as something special. We do know what will happen. Who knows? It's gonna be a surprise. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook, of course. That's where I post all the updates about the content, about the broadcasts, as well as my personal details. Hopefully you all like personal details about someone's life. That's where they go. Both are at the /dailypvp, of course. And I think that's it. I don't know what else to say. Of course, guys, stay safe and keep track of my videos. A lot of cool stuff in the future. I love you all. See you later. Mwah.